frequently today.
Definitely a super strong pick on the Sovereign's Rise in 5v5. So hard to peel away the Krull. Hammers has a little bit to try and deal with it, but overall, Nova's composition is looking very hard to beat.
Yeah, a really strong combo, but then on the other side, you do still have yourself the Arden with the Tony and the Rona, Samuel, lots of durability, lots of sustainability coming through there. So that's going to be something that will have to be contended with. Well, let's go on to the players to watch. This time it will be your player to watch, Flash. Who are you keeping an eye out for?
It has to be taking a look at the side of Nova. The one, the only, Lone Delphi, Samuel player extraordinaire. He absolutely looked phenomenal in their victory against Tribe yesterday. Got a little bit of clip against Slimy Salamanders, doing so much damage in the back line with that Drifting Dark, with those Malice and Verdicts. So much damage that we're going to have to watch out for again today.
Yeah, absolutely. Lone Delphi is that kind of that consistent player that we always hear about. On the other side, we are also going to be taking a look at BlueStacks for Hammers Esports. I mean, this is a player that just joined the roster pretty recently and was able to have a pretty decent impact with the team. You want to see them continue to, they've been updating their roster pretty much every single week on the side of Hammers. You want to see them be able to get that synergy, be able to actually put together some strong games, maybe find a win or two here and there. They're still searching for that first victory. Will today be the day?
BlueStacks, definitely one of those players that has been around the Vainglory community for a very long time. He's never really competed at this level. Hammer's still tinkering with that roster just a little bit, trying to find their synergy. He can step up. It's a huge opportunity for him to prove that he should be here, that he belongs here, that he should be on this starting roster. Nova, obviously not an easy team to go up against, but we'll see if they can put it together.
Well, one of the things that we talked about at the start when we first saw the draft was Krull. And speaking of Krull, he has a brand new skin in game, the Samurai Krull skin. If you want to get your free Samurai Krull, tweet using hashtag VPL and tag a friend to have yourself entered in that giveaway to win a free unlock of the skin. We have one left to give away this weekend. It could be you. Make sure you get involved on social media for your chance at picking that one up.
Krull definitely going to be just a hero in general that we're going to want to keep our eyes on. If you overextend, if you push up too far, you can definitely get caught out, and absolutely a huge opportunity for Nova to try and capitalize on that. And then you're pairing that with the Glaive. There's so much peel and gank potential. Hammers has got to be careful where they push.
Yeah, and the Celeste too. This was at the start of preseason. That was the deadly combo we were talking about, was the Krull Celeste, and that is what has been drafted onto this game. So it's going to be definitely an uphill battle, but as we talked about, there is still strong picks on the side of Hammers. They have a couple of strong combos themselves that, if paired properly, if executed to a top level, they can potentially find an upset here against Nova. And obviously Nova, they're going to be riding the high off of yesterday still. They're still got to be elated after their victory against Tribe. Now you have to settle yourself down. You still have to refocus and make sure you don't look past your opponent here on Hammers, but we'll see if they can keep that winning streak going as we get on to the Sovereign's Rise with Humanist and Denominate.
That's right, we're on to the Sovereign's Rise here, and we got Nova versus Hammers. A lot of exciting and fun players to watch out on the Rise here at Denominate.
Yeah, you are absolutely right there, Humanist. We've got a little bit more conventional drafting, I feel, on both sides this game, but the Taka did make it through, and while Taka did receive changes, I don't really want to say nerfs, he's still very strong. He's just
it changed the play style a bit. Yeah, maybe nerfing some things, but it did make it stronger in other areas as well.
Yeah, his base damage is a little bit lower, but once you start getting into your build and you get some crystal power, Taka is actually doing more damage between the bleed and then just the ratios as well. So definitely exciting to watch this out. Erica Kane,
hell of a player. Papa John taking a lot of damage. That's going to be your first blood, Delphi. Going to be super happy about that one. And I just want to mention, as we're starting off in this game, dude, Truth, I think I've said this before, but Truth is one of the best glaives I've ever seen play the game.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a phenomenal player all around, and in all honesty, just his positioning and the go all out attitude from him usually synergizes pretty well with the team. Now, once in a while, when he's bit off a little more than he can chew, it does kind of shoot themselves in the foot. But for a majority, I would say that Truth is definitely a huge playmaker here for the side of Nova.
Huge playmaker, but sometimes those huge playmakers just make a few more plays on certain heroes. I think Glaive just lends himself incredibly well. You can see he's going to do things like stand aggressively in lane. Doesn't matter if he has an afterburn. He should be able to juke and get himself away from this, and we'll see this over and over. A lot of interesting and aggressive plays coming out. Speaking of interesting and aggressive, starting all over, has made the rotation down to bottom. He has the core collapse onto Junami. Junami over the top. Going to the stealth, but the scout cam's down, nothing to follow. Papa John, he's also down here. Truth's in a bad place. Doesn't have that afterburn we were talking about. All he can do is stand his ground. Got the healing flash. They've got the kill. They got the damage stacking up. Looking for more. Clips him with the core collapse. They'll get 2 down in the bottom lane. Now up 3-0 here. Nova starting off incredibly strong. And I just got to mention, hold that thought. Tsunami's down! They'll pick up oh, it's a reverse double kill from BlueStacks. What a rotation. And goodness gracious, I have a moment here to say. Well, I've been saying Tsunami. He said, call me Dr. Unami.
Starboy struggling a bit here in the top lane up against Erica Kane. The range that comes out of this Adagio, as well as the self-buff, does make it a little bit of a struggle here for the Rona early on, and this is actually huge for Nova, and trying to keep this Rona behind is definitely a way for them to stay ahead in the game.
Now, Starboy not really scared of a struggle. He'll get in there and trade blows with Erica. The thing is, like, yeah, Erica has a natural tendency to be winning through this early mid game, and they'll kind of bully him out. But there will be positions where this Rona can really put Adagio in a place where if you don't have boots, you can't escape. You're just gonna die. And right now, BlueStacks rotating over, and not gonna do too much. Should go right back to mid.
Yeah, absolutely. Specifically, once Rona gets Serpent's Mask online and possibly has a weapon buff, that's where Erica Kane really starts to have to watch out for Starboy here. So far, looking at the CS, Erica Kane, we're obviously talking the advantage here early on, seeing 10 CS up against the Rona. In the mid lane, though, starting all over, sitting about 10 CS up against BlueStacks. And realistically, Samuel, in the early stages of the game, you'd like to see be able to pressure Celeste a little bit more, and that hasn't been the case. So starting phenomenal Celeste, and he's really getting the conditions met early on here to where Celeste is going to be able to excel.
Yeah, he definitely is doing pretty well thus far, and starting, he's one of those players that more often than not makes me just like lose my voice at the end of a cast, because he does really exciting stuff. Now, Truth, he's in a 3v1. He'll afterburn back, pop the healing flask, but good chance he goes down here, and he'll go ahead and go on down. Dr. Unami picking up that kill.
Yeah, 4-3 on the board, about 1,000 gold in lead. Erica Kane's jumped on by Starboy here, though.
Exciting.
Nothing gonna come of that one. I was hoping with the weapon buff he would have been able to pick up the kill, but fairly even trade there. Still no Serpent's Mask on Starboy, and like I said, that's where the real spike is gonna start to happen for this Rona.
Oh, absolutely. For now, it's just like kind of just slow play this lane. All he wants to do is farm until he gets those items and take advantage of someone if they put themselves in a vulnerable position. What he doesn't want to deal with is Delphi and Erica both up in the lane, but Delphi doesn't really want to hang around if he's not getting anything done, so he'll just go ahead and move out right now. Once again, Starboy, happy to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Delphi here on the Krull, his best opportunity in this game. He's got the tension bow. He needs to be constantly rotating and trying to pick up kills in the outer lanes so that they can start to push some of the objectives and try to establish more of a gold lead. I mean, they had almost a 2,000 gold lead earlier, but thanks to double
dodges
kill.
the Oblivion.
Ooh.
Chakram not going to connect, but they have all of the damage they need. Starting goes down.
Yeah, excellent trade out there by the side of Hammers. And, again, I was just mentioning they've brought the gold back to about even. Starboy getting pushed up a little bit here by Erica Kane in the top lane. Needs to get a chance to shot
on this ghost wing here. Nova move in with 3. There's 4 here from the Hammers. Who's gonna get this? Oh, it's taken away! Lyra grabbed that one with the sigil. Now Delphi trying to retreat. He's dropped incredibly low. They might be losing more if they're not careful. Kaku on forward, BlueStacks clipping him with the Malice and Verdict. They don't have the splash damage, they don't have the follow-up, so Eco and Truth make it out, but what a nice steal by Eco.
Yeah, Eco, great steal with that Imperial Sigil. They did end up losing out on one, but they picked up that buff. We'll have to see if they use anything with it.
Starboy starts to spin. The verse comes out. Starboy, can he trade it? Erica, who's going to make the play? Oh, he got back just in time because the heals came out and he would have got turned around on hard.
Yeah, Starboy still hasn't got a chance to shop. He has the gold in pocket that he needs to pick up that Serpent's Mask and possibly even some boots. But Erica Kane has done such a good job of denying shop opportunity from Starboy.
Right now, this is a dead Erica. Yeah, Erica just got rounded up there. Might have just taken on down. Look at the supernova damage coming up through. Papa John cannot stand up to the damage that's coming out of this Celeste right now.
No, absolutely not. Oh no, Kroll!
What are you doing, bud? Delphi, it's not what you want to be! Oh, Solar Storm coming through. Starting all over. Go get them! Just kill them all. This is why I love starting all over. It doesn't matter. He's not scared. Get to that weaponry. Get in there. Starting. Find yourself a kill. Don't back down now. He's got one. BlueStacks trying to get some Malice and Verdict damage coming on through. Save starting. He's making the godly plays. The Sigil's there. BlueStacks still staying alive for now. Starting, trying to land the core collapse. Not on the mark, but the supernova comes on through. Eco trying to kill still, but starting still gets it. He's fighting two teams at one time. My goodness. This guy could boost anybody. Double kill for starting all over. Just tap out, Hammers.
Oh no.
Get another one. The core collapse. You can't do anything. Papa John getting Papa wrecked right there. Starting all over. Just popping off on everybody. What a player.
Yeah, that was a trade that was looking to go over to BlueStacks, but Eco came through with a brilliant Imperial Sigil, able to heal his teammate up enough to get the kill, and then one by one they funneled in. Hammers just gave kill after kill trying to pick up the kill on Celeste, and it did not work out well for them at all.
Starting all over is why I like esports. I mean, and it's not like I like esports because of starting all over, but if you understand what I'm saying, it's the players like him, the players that get in there and don't back down. And oftentimes that's what separates just the best from your average professional. Like, this is how you win games. That's how you find kills. You move forward. Don't go backwards.
Yeah, I'd say you're absolutely right with that. Starting all over, playing a phenomenal game here on the Celeste. Really carrying Nova in all honesty for how this game has appeared. Level 10 on the Celeste. BlueStacks just ticking over to level 8. So we see what a dominant force he's been in the mid lane. 6-1-1 for the young prodigy here.
Another prodigy getting dropped down in bottom as they really committed onto that turret. Truth will go down. Solar Storm rips on through. They'll take down BlueStacks. Papa John almost going down to a Helio. The supernova would have chunked him on out. And look at, I mean, this is a Shatterglass Spellfire under 10 minutes here. He's building into his next item. He's got tier 2 boots up and running. This is not a Celeste I want to deal with. Delphi moves on in. Delphi's got some space, looking to try and get a kill himself. He's like, dude, starting taking all the kills on the map. He'll get one. He's by himself. Can he get another godly sigil? Maybe it's Eco. Maybe Eco's the one doing it. Or maybe it's team effort to nominate. I hadn't really considered that one there. Come on, get it starting. He's got it. They'll find 2 down in the bottom lane. Nova up 13-9, 10 minutes in. How did Hammers get 9 kills? What's going on here?
Well, they picked up some good ones early on, and we were talking earlier how they really brought the gold lead back down to essentially nothing, and that's kind of where Nova started to re-kick things into high gear, and now they've got about an 8,000 gold lead, picking up a kill onto Starboy there in the top lane. Erica Kane, good trade out there, good map awareness, and that's 14 on the board now for the side of Nova.
14 on the board. So where does the game go from here? Does Nova keep up the aggression? It doesn't seem like they should really dial it back.
I definitely don't think they're in a need to. Normally in these games, we're waiting for Celeste to come online. And like I mentioned earlier, Starting took a pretty sizable lead over BlueStacks early on, which is not what we'd like to see. We'd like to see the Samuel have a little bit of an edge early on, but Starting, he got ahead early and he came online very, very early. Hammers pick one up on Truth there, though.
Yeah, something going on with Truth. I'm not sure if he's having an issue there, but he just kind of bought an infusion and stood there, got dropped on down, but assume positive intent. Players are responsible for their own connection. From House Heart's going to connect onto Papa John. Nothing to follow. They'll look to move on forward. Papa John, a tasty target, you could say, is Delphi looking to take him down. That's going to be another kill for starting onto the Taka there. Junami taking on down. Delphi's looking for more, but Eliminate. Not going to go down. Starting. He'll be able to take down BlueStacks as well. So just kind of picking Hammers apart right now. And the only non-factor of this game, or non-factor, there's a non-factor from Hammers. I think everything's a non-factor at this point, but the biggest non-factor has been Starboy, who's been pinned up in that top lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting all over, though. Level 12 here in 12 minutes on the Celeste. That is absolutely absurd to have that big of a lead over the enemy mid lane. BlueStacks now level 9. Eliminate just now hitting level 6, and Eco is up at level 9. So we see what an experience discrepancy there is between these two teams right now. And the gold lead has grown now over 13,000. And so that really shows how much control Nova have.
Man.
I think if you're Nova, you just take any fight you want at this point and win the game.
Yeah, still be careful not to get jumped on. Here comes the Gauntlet. Starting, so going to be able to getting stunned up there. Won't be able to get out without being stunned, but he turns it around. Look at the AoE damage coming out. They'll pop Starboy. Starboy joins the first team fight of the game from House Heart. Comes through onto BlueStacks. Delphi's there. Eliminate. I don't know if he can keep BlueStacks alive. Spectral Smite coming on through. Not quite the kill, but the rest of the team is coming down towards the bottom of the fight if they're able to take down the Idris. Looking for more. They'll move on to the mid base turret here. And this is also Blacklaw marching on down the lane behind them. I don't even know if they're going to need it.
I definitely don't know if they're going to need it. Like I was just saying, they can really pick any fight they want. And Starting got double stunned at the beginning of that fight, caught out in the front line, and Hammers did no damage.
Must be all the defense he's bought.
must be the lack of attack that Hammers have put down. Oh man,
Dude, lack of attack. I like that. That should be an ability name right there. Well, Nova really putting on a show, and this week has been a special weekend indeed for this team, and they're really showing this is a team that if you let down your guard at all, you're gonna go take a W.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting, it really kind of felt like Starting an Eco versus the world today here. Nova versus Hammers, but 22-10, 16,000 gold lead here at the end of this one. Nova, absolutely unquestionable control in this game.
No questions here. Exciting to watch. Yeah, that was a dominating performance, but it really just, the game was blown wide open when Starting just started running at them.
Yeah, I mean, anytime your Celeste can be in the front line and you still win the fight, you're monster.